You know that feeling when you have something important to do, but your brain keeps finding reasons to put it off? Just 5 more minutes. I'll start after this video. I need to be in the right mindset first. Meanwhile, hours pass and you've done nothing. Then you hate yourself for wasting time, which makes you procrastinate even more. It's a vicious cycle. But here's the thing. Procrastination isn't a personality flaw. It's a survival mechanism. And today, I'm going to show you the exact mental trick Navy SEALs use to override that mechanism and take action under extreme pressure. No more excuses, just execution. Let's start with why you procrastinate. Your brain has 2 systems, the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. The limbic system is old, primal, and focused on immediate pleasure and safety. The prefrontal cortex is new, rational, and focused on long-term goals. When you need to do something hard, your limbic system screams danger. It wants you to avoid discomfort. Your prefrontal cortex knows you should do it, but the limbic system is louder and faster. That's why you choose scrolling over studying, Netflix over working out, comfort over growth. Your brain is wired to avoid pain. Procrastination is just your brain trying to protect you from discomfort. Here's where Navy SEALs are different. They're trained to override the limbic system on command, not because they don't feel fear or discomfort. They do, but they've mastered a mental framework that lets them act despite those feelings. And the framework is shockingly simple. It's called the 5-second rule, but SEALs take it further. They combine it with something called micro-commitment stacking. Let me break it down. The 5-second rule works like this. The moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you have 5 seconds to move physically, or your brain will kill it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! That countdown interrupts the limbic system's panic response and activates your prefrontal cortex. It's a pattern interrupt. Your brain can't procrastinate and count backward at the same time. So you count. And then you move. You don't think. You don't negotiate. You just move. But here is where SEALs level it up. They don't just move. They commit to the smallest possible action. Micro-commitments. Let's say you need to write a report. Your brain sees the whole report and panics. Too big, too hard. Not now. A SEAL doesn't think about the whole report. They think, I'm going to open the document. That's it. Just open it. No pressure to write. Just open. Once the document is open, the next micro-commitment appears. I'll write 1 sentence. Just one. Then, I'll write 1 more. Before you know it, you're deep in the work, and the limbic system has given up fighting. Let me give you a real example. I used to procrastinate on workouts. I'd sit on the couch, telling myself I'd go in 10 minutes. Then 10 minutes became an hour. Then the first'd skip it entirely. One day, I tried the 5-second rule with micro-commitments. Alarm went off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I stood up. Didn't think about the workout. Just stood up. Then I'll put on my shoes. Just the shoes. Then I'll step outside. Just 1 step outside. By the time I was outside with my shoes on, my brain was already in motion. The workout happened automatically, because the first didn't give my limbic system time to negotiate. Here's the psychology behind this. Your brain hates ambiguity. When a task feels big and unclear, it triggers environment, which triggers procrastination. But when you break the task into a single tiny clear action, the anxiety disappears. You're not committing to the whole workout, just putting on shoes. Your brain can handle that. And once you're in motion, momentum takes over. Newton's first law applies to productivity. An object in motion stays in motion. A person taking action keeps taking action. Now, let's talk about the SEAL mindset. They operate on a principle called bias toward action. In combat, hesitation kills. So SEALs are trained to make a decision and execute immediately, even if the decision isn't perfect. A good decision executed now beats a perfect decision executed later. Because later often means never. In civilian life, we overthink everything. We wait for the perfect time, the perfect mood, the perfect plan. SEALs don't wait. They act, adjust, act again. That's the loop. Action, feedback, action, not plan. Wait, maybe act. Let me show you how to apply this in your life. First, identify your biggest procrastination trigger. Is it emails? Studying? Exercise? Whatever it is, write it down. Next, define the smallest possible micro-commitment for that task. If it's emails, the micro-commitment isn't responding to all emails. It's opening your inbox. That's it. If it's studying, it's opening your textbook. If it's exercise, it's putting on workout clothes. Make the action so small that your brain can't justify refusing it. Then, use the 5-second rule every single time the task comes up. The moment you think, I should do this, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Physically move your body toward the micro-commitment. No thinking, no negotiating, just move. Do this for 1 week and watch what happens. Your brain will start associating the countdown with action. It becomes a trigger. You count, you move. Automatic. That's how SEALs build reflexes. Repetition under pressure until it's instinct. But here's the part most people miss. You have to kill the escape routes. Your brain is smart. It will find ways to delay even micro-commitments, so you remove options. Want them to work out in the morning? Sleep in your workout clothes? Want to stop scrolling at night? Charge your phone in another room. Want to study after work? Pack your study materials in your bag the night before. Remove friction from starting, and add friction to quitting. Make action easier than procrastination. Let me share a personal breakthrough I had. I used to procrastinate on writing. I'd sit down, stare at a blank screen, feel overwhelmed, and quit. Then the first learned about micro-commitments. I changed my rule. I don't have to write well. I just have to write badly for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes of garbage. No pressure to make it good. That permission to suck removed all resistance. I'd start writing, and most of the time, I'd keep going. Because starting was the only hard part. Once the first was in the flow, my brain took over. Here's another SEAL principle. Embrace the suck. SEALs train in freezing water, sleep deprivation, and extreme stress, because they know comfort is the enemy of growth. When you procrastinate, you're choosing comfort over growth. But here's the secret. The discomfort of starting lasts maybe 30 seconds. Once you're moving, it fades. But the regret of not starting lasts all day. So SEALs flip the script. They run toward discomfort because they know the temporary pain of action is nothing compared to the lasting pain of inaction. Let me give you a tactical example. You have a big project due. Your brain is screaming, not now. Here's what you do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the project file. Don't think, just open it. Now you're looking at it. Good. Next micro-commitment. Read the first paragraph. Just read, not edit. Not stress, just read. Now you're engaged. Your brain is focused. Next, write 1 sentence. Write 1 sentence. Just one. Don't judge it. Don't edit. Just write. Boom. You're working. Procrastination is dead. You're in motion. Now, let's talk about reframing. SEALs reframe every challenge as an opportunity. Instead of, I have to do this, they think, I get to do this. Language matters. When you say, I have to work out, your brain hears obligation and resists. When you say, I get to work out, your brain hears privilege and engages. Same action, different frame. This shift sounds small, but it's neurologically powerful. It changes the emotional charge around the task. Here's your action plan. Right now, Identify one task you've been procrastinating on. Break it down to the smallest micro-commitment possible. Set a timer for 5 seconds. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Execute the micro-commitment. Then stop if you want. You're not committing to finishing, just starting. Do this every single time you feel procrastination creeping in. Train your brain that the countdown means action. No exceptions. No negotiations. Let me summarize everything. Procrastination is your limbic system protecting you from discomfort. The 5-second rule interrupts that response. Micro-commitments remove the pressure of big tasks. Bias toward action beats perfect planning. Embrace the suck because discomfort is temporary. Remove escape routes to make action easier. And reframe obligations as opportunities. When you combine all these elements, procrastination doesn't stand a chance. Here's the truth. Navy SEALs aren't superhuman. They're trained. They've built mental frameworks that make action automatic, and those same frameworks are available to you. You don't need to join the military. You just need to train your brain. 5 seconds. One micro-commitment. Repeat until it's instinct. That's how you destroy procrastination. Not by feeling motivated, by moving before your brain can stop you. Action beats everything. So count down, move, and watch your life change.